Ever had a project go off course because people didn't know what to do when the situation changed? What if you could give your team the freedom to adapt while staying aligned with the mission? Today we're exploring Commander's Intent, a powerful leadership technique to include in your mix of leadership tactics, techniques, and procedures, TTPs. Skillfully using Commander's Intent ensures your team stays focused on the ultimate goal, even in uncertainty. In my time as a leader, both in and out of the military, I've seen great teams stall when circumstances changed and plans went out the window. But those who understood Commander's Intent could adjust and keep moving toward success. So what is it? Commander's Intent is a leadership principle used in the military that clearly defines the ultimate objective of a mission, not just the steps to get there. When Commander's Intent is done well, leaders communicate what success looks like so their team can adjust as needed to achieve the objective instead of being locked into a fixed series of steps. Commander's Intent provides clarity and empowers employees to make decisions aligned with the bigger objective instead of you having to micromanage every detail. This is a great technique to adopt so you don't have to just give orders. It helps you provide vision and purpose while inspiring your team. If you're not sure what the difference is between a technique and a tactic or procedure, check out our video that explains it all in more detail. Here's a couple of examples. A military example is a unit ordered to secure a bridge but finds it destroyed. What does the unit do here? Their orders can't be completed. But if the commander had provided an intent of find a way to cross the river instead of waiting for new orders, they can find an alternative crossing and meet the commander's intent. So for all the military folks who are watching and saying it's more complex than that, yes, in reality there are more considerations than that. Yes, that's true, and more on that later. But the idea here is to be really clear about what you want as a leader and tell your team what that is. Moving on. An example from the corporate world is a company launches a new product, but supply chain delays arise. A team that understands Commander's Intent adapts by sourcing alternate suppliers rather than stopping work. Sounds pretty great, right? So here's what you need to think about as you establish your Commander's Intent for your team. Step 1, define the end state and clearly communicate what success looks like, not just what tasks to do or steps to take. A good business example is our goal is to increase customer retention by 15% this quarter, not just improve customer service scripts. That's a step your team may decide to take to meet your intent, but you've left them room to figure that out. To really make this work, you want to use clear, outcome-driven language to describe success. Step 2, align your team's understanding. As the leader, it's your job to clearly communicate intent and ensure team members grasp the mission's purpose. An example in tech is a project manager that doesn't just tell the team to fix software bugs, but explains that the intent is to enhance user experience and reduce churn. A technique you can use from the aviation world is to get a read back. Ask your team members to repeat the mission back in their own words to make sure they are aligned and on board. Step 3, empower adaptive decision making. Give teams the authority to adjust their approach while staying true to the intent. One example is a marketing team pivots to influencer outreach when a planned TV ad campaign faces regulatory delays because they know that the intent is to reach new audiences. 2 pro tips for this one. First, encourage team members to take initiative and course correct when needed. Second, make sure that you set clear boundaries of things your team is not allowed to do in support of the intent. Remember our example about the bridge earlier? Maybe the commander needs to stay north of a certain line on the map. When he or she gives the commander's intent to find a way across the river, they include north of this line. Empowering teams with a clear intent rather than rigid instruction enables adaptability and resilience. So to recap, the Commander's Intent technique ensures teams stay focused on the mission even when conditions change. It fosters clarity, autonomy, and agility in leadership, and it keeps you from having to give detailed instructions every time the situation changes. Give it a try next time you're delegating something out to your team and let us know how it goes for you in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please like it, share it with someone who can use it, and subscribe to keep getting all our leadership insights. Leave a comment below sharing one of your team's biggest wins this year or a key lesson you've learned from one of these videos. If one of your goals next year is to up your leadership game, check out our online Be the Boss You Always Wish You Had program to take control of your own training and development. The link will be at the end of this video and in the episode description. Also, if you're watching and have a bunch of managers you want to train at once, we have our 4-month Leadership Academy training program that builds innovative and accountable leaders to bring to your company in the future. That link is also in the episode description. Thanks for watching. Go out there, do great things today. Onward and upward.